All right. It's week 4 time. Finally got some good weather out there. Got the birds chirping. Hopefully, it'll be nice and not annoying. Um, we got week 4 this week. We're playing Darkside and the Mont Dawn-Wings. We got some of the standard mons that have made a bunch of appearances. Grookey is 4 for 4. Um, Mime Junior I think is 3 for 4. I think most of the rest of them have showed up 3 times, but we've got a super bulky attacking Mime Junior this week. A slow Sheer Force Life Orb Q-Fant just in case of a potential Trick Room, or it can go pretty fast with the Tailwind. Speaking of, we've got Klutz Trick Woobat trying to handle either the Abra or the Yanma, which are the 2 Pokemon that can outspeed me. I've got a Scarf Clauncher again this week. Fake Out plus a U-turn will kill Abra before it can move, or Fake Out plus Water Pulse if I want to stay in. We've got Guts Machop with Facade this week. Normal is super good neutral damage, and then I can get my super effectives when needed with Fighting in Dark. Grassy Seed Acrobatics this week to take advantage of the fact that there's very few flying resists, and then obviously Grassy Glide and Fake Out. And I missed having Protect the weeks I haven't had Protect on Grookey, so we've got Protect again this week. Other than that, no recovery items this week, which is a little bit concerning for me, but I couldn't really find space for them. The item stuff was pretty tight this week in terms of individual mons wanting specific items, and we'll see how this one goes. Hopefully well. Darkside is ready, so I'll go ahead and send the first one, and once that gets accepted, send the other ones. Rock and roll. Hopefully, let's see. What do I not want to see? Let me pull up the document. I would love to not see Abra, but I don't think that's a realistic request because Abra is super good. I got ranched by some Darumaka in some random Little Cup stuff that I was playing, so I would love to not die to Darumaka. Not seeing Zorua on the team would be great because then I just don't have to worry about illusion stuff. But otherwise, I think I can handle Zorua pretty decently. Excellent. All right, so what do we got? Nice. No Zorua, no Abra, and no Yanma. Awesome. Those are all things that make things more straightforward for me. Go ahead and send game 2. Get that back in full screen. Game 2 and game 3. Awesome. So let's see, Cacnea. It's got that water absorb, so I could lead Clauncher actually, because I can U-turn out if it's it's Cacnea, or I can target the other spot, because like water is pretty decent into nice. Darkside's got Porygon. Good work, because I always forget about it when I'm talking about pre-match and team preview stuff. But let's see. The Acrobatics should be able to get that Timber and the Croagunk. Where's the Sash, do I think? It's probably on one of these two. This could be Life Orb or Scarf on Darumaka. I think I actually might want to lead Clauncher, just because if necessary I can U-turn out, and otherwise the water coverage is going to be pretty nice. It's also got fighting and terrain pulse, which can get a lot done as well. The Mega Launcher terrain pulse, grassy terrain, is like hugely powerful. It's stronger than water pulse even. Between Mega Launcher boost and grassy terrain boost. Yeah, let's go with... I don't think I need the lagging tail trick. Might be useful for item scouting. Mime Jr. in the back I like. And... so he does have both normal resists, which is a little annoying. Makes Facade a little less good, but I mean, each of those gets hit super effective by knockoff or close combat. Yeah, let's go with Machop here. So we're looking for where's the Scarf? A normal Krogunk. Oh, well, that's good, as long as it's a normal one. Alright, so I outspeed the Krogunk unless it's Scarf Fake Out, which seems unlikely. Do I want to lock myself into Terrain Pulse? I don't hate that, actually. This feels like a Trick Room lead, but I have the faster Fake Out. So why don't I just... well, what's going to do more? A neutral Aura Sphere? Or... it's probably going to be the Aura Sphere, because we're cutting that in half with the Steel typing. Maybe I want to just U-turn into the Machop and let him get the Trick Room. I can Acrobatics the Krogunk, or fake out the Krogunk. Ooh, I kind of like that. U-turn and fake out the Krogunk. And Acrobatics it next turn. Yeah, so definitely also trying to flinch there. We'll go ahead and... I think the Trick Room probably is getting set up. Oh, no, just throwing some damage in. Okay. Do get my burn up, which is nice. We can go ahead and knock off here. And Acrobatics the Krogunk. Super effective, super effective, super effective. Neutral. Okay. Protect there. And a dead Krogunk is nice. What do we got? Darumaka is going to be faster than the Machop. I think I want to protect it and a Grassy Glide, or do I want to Acrobatics? I think I want to Acrobatics the Darumaka. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so that's going to be a Scarf Darumaka. Flare Blitz. Alright, can my Grookey live a Darumaka Scarf Adamant Flare Blitz at +1? No, it cannot. That's bad. What do I want to do here? So I think he's right to be scared of the Machop, but if I'm being honest, I think he needs to be scared of both Pokemon this turn, and I don't think he can kill both Pokemon this turn. Well, no, that's not necessarily true, because he could maybe kill, if he wins this speed tie here, and then he could Flare Blitz here. Why don't I want to show Facade. I know this is Scarf. We know that's Flame Orb. Okay, so let's go ahead and knock off the Scarf. And then... yeah, that's Flame Orb, so we can... Acrobatics into the Timber. Yeah, that doesn't punish a Protect 2. Oh, okay, that is nice. Knock off Eviolite is a pretty safe assumption. Alright, so we still got the Scarf Darumaka at 50%. And it can be faster than my Scarf Clauncher. But what if I... what do I want to do here? This is very strong. We've seen Drain Punch. I think I can, like, probably Icy Wind and Grassy Glide. Who am I interested in killing the most? There might be a Shadow Ball here, which would be... I mean, it wouldn't be that bad between Filter and Eviolite. Lime Jr. is a beast, but still doesn't love taking that. Could be a Steel move, I suppose. Could be Flash Cannon. So let's go ahead and point that at the Bronzor. And protect. Okay. Let's glide into that. Icy Wind. Doesn't quite get the KO, which is a bummer. But it's now super slow. We can just Gleam and I don't have priority Grassy Glide anymore, which is annoying. I mean, it's still faster, so it's fine. It's just not as strong, which is a bummer. 70, so they're both essentially the same. I think I want to go with Acrobatics. And single target Gleam is nice. I can Icy Wind and Acrobatics. One or the other of them will hit and either kill the Darumaka or definitely make it slower than my Scarf Clauncher, which means I can then just Water Pulse. Excellent. Game 1, looking good. Love to see it. That one felt pretty well handled. I really am glad that there's no Abra. The Abra was a big problem and in team building, and so not having it there freed me up a lot to be able to plan my positioning a lot better. What do I want for game 2? I think I might just want to run the same lead. How clear was Scarf on turn 1? Not clear at all. Which is so that's fine. I can pretty safely lead the same thing, although I guess I did reveal Scarf at the end. Oh, and also we know that this Makuhita is not 22 speed, which is nice. So it's not max speed with a Scarf. Worst case scenario, we're speed tying. Machop was alright, but not great. Do I maybe want one of these two as my fourth? I don't think so. I think it's pretty reliable here, actually. Bronzor and Timber. All right, this time. So we saw Drain Punch. Did we see anything else? We never saw anything else other than Drain Punch. We never saw anything out of Krogunk. It flinched and died. Psyshock and Protect. I think I want to just Terrain Pulse and fake out the Bronzor. We know this is Flame Orb, so it's not a Scarf. It's definitely going to die to the Terrain Pulse, right? Like, that's gotta be a guarantee. Terrain Pulse, Timber, let's call it a bulky attacker. 50 to 62, really? That's all? Wow, okay. Good thing I checked that, because in my mind, that should be OHKOing for certain. So maybe I want to U-turn and fake out the Timber again. Oh, that's nice. Okay, get a little damage on Cacnea. 14, so I'm outspeeding. I'm not outspeeding with the Mime Jr. 14. Did I outspeed with Mime Jr.? I did outspeed with Mime Jr. before, so let's go ahead and bring in the Mime Jr. This gives me Fake Out on turn 2, which is nice. I can Acrobatics something. What do I want to kill? This is kind of a problem for the Clauncher, so why don't I just Fake It Out and Acrobatics the Timber. Now, the Timber's not that much of a problem, actually. Whereas the Cacnea kind of is. So I think we'll double into the Cacnea and just guarantee it. No, I don't need to do that. I can fake out the Timber again and Acrobatics the Cacnea. Alright, so ideal, but that's fine. Like, we still got the Cacnea dead. Timber comes back in. We're faster, unless it was a tie, which is possible, but let's just make that not a problem anymore by Icy Winding and Acrobatics again. Not doing much, but the Grassy Glide wasn't going to be doing much either. And set up the Trick Room. Okay, well, that's kind of annoying, but Grassy Glide's still going to go. I find it very unlikely that this Timber is going to be able to one-shot the Mime Jr. between Filter and Eviolite. So let's go ahead and Dazzling Gleam and Grassy Glide the Timber. Flash Cannon into the Grookey is interesting. That does kind of make me wish I had the Q-Fant. It is minimum speed. But we'll go ahead and bring in the Machop. So Machop's definitely going to go second here. It's going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. So let's Shadow Ball. And is Close Combat... yeah, I'm not burned yet, so Close Combat's going to do more to the Makihita. Oh, it's not that fast. Or it's not that slow, I mean. It's a weird speed tier. Well, live by the hustle, die by the hustle, right? Oh, it's because he was switching the Trick Room. Okay. That makes sense. Let me this is feeling pretty locked up, but because I do have the full health Scarf Clauncher in the back, but there's no reason to get loose with it. So let's still try and win. Both at full health, which is nice. -1 means if this Flare Blitz hits, it's gonna kill. So 20% of the time, I just win. Otherwise, let's Icy Wind to cover for a speed tie. And then I think I should probably just protect the Machop this turn. Yeah. Cool, cool. And yeah, super effective Flash Cannon into Filter Eviolite is nothing. So this should now be a speed tie here, or Machop is faster. So let's just go ahead and Icy Wind for safety. And what's got 100% accuracy? All my moves? All my moves have 100% accuracy. So let's just... let's Facade for the fun of it. No, let's be Disciplined again. For the fun of it is a bad reason to choose a move. We'll knock off the... Oh, dang. Okay, still faster, but dies to the recoil. And then the knockoff. Bish bosh. Got one in the win column, baby! Good play to Darkside. I'm very happy to finally have one in the win column, but Darkside's got a scary team, and I think it was closer than the record of 2-0 with 2 mons left in both matches. Both games would indicate. So great work to Darkside, and let's see how next week goes.